So for the next few weeks, I'm going to feature cocktails that invoke late winter to me. They just feel like they're perfect for February and March. It's always raining and stormy in the Pacific Northwest at this time of year. So these cocktails really work well at this time of the year, or any time of the year actually. I thought this would be interesting and a fun thing to try out. So let's start with this cocktail in front of us that was created by Ryan Welliver. He's been the bar manager at Cocktail Club for 10 years. That's in South Carolina, by the way. I found this recipe on liquor.com. I'll put that link in the description box below, but I'm just gonna try it quickly and talk about it for a few minutes. Obviously, it's a lit up cocktail. I'm gonna blow that out so I don't hurt myself. I'm gonna try it. Oh my gosh, this is a crazy cocktail. I love the name. It really embodies all the unique things that go into it. I don't know why Ryan called it Storm the Beach, but it's really like a crazy storm in your mouth. Ryan uses a cinnamon-cumin syrup, which I'll explain when I mix it, but you really do get it. It's wild, but not overpowering. I really don't actually care much for cumin, but I was drawn to this drink because I'm trying to use cumin more in my life and slowly get used to it, kind of like I did with honey. But I'm starting to enjoy it. We also have 2 fruit juices, which gives it a bit of a nice tart vibe. It's well balanced. It has falernum and syrup, 2 wonderful rums in here as well. So you can expect it to be a bit spicy and have a nice molasses flavor, which goes so well with the syrup that we're using here today. It's super well balanced, and I really want to show you how to make it. So let's go over the ingredients coming up next. Stick with me here because I have a lot of really good tips for you on this one. First of all, I've been trying to put my bitters in first when I'm making a cocktail so I don't forget them, because I do forget them. So 2 full dashes of Elemakule Tiki bitters. This stuff is so amazing. It's my favorite behind Angostura, I think. It really amps up the unique flavors in the cocktail like our next ingredient does. That's 1/2 ounce of cinnamon-cumin syrup. Ryan does a really unique thing here and makes cinnamon-cumin syrup. He toasts 1 tablespoon of cumin seeds until they become fragrant and then lets that cool and grinds that into a powder. And then he makes a cinnamon syrup and adds the cumin and the sugar at the same time. Here's my cheat. I don't actually have cumin seeds, but I do have ground cumin in my spice rack. So what I do is I add 1/2 tablespoon of the ground cumin to a pan and I toast that, but just literally for a second. I even think you could probably skip that toasting step if you wanted to and it would still work really well. But toast it, and then that goes into the cinnamon syrup, and then you double strain that, keep straining it until that cumin powder actually comes out. You don't want your cinnamon syrup to be too spicy either because that will overpower the cumin. So just make the cinnamon syrup that I have a video for here on the channel, and then while it's hot, add that cumin powder. Next up, we have 1/2 ounce of lime juice. You want to keep half a little spent whole. I usually, because we're going to light this cocktail up actually at the end, and I usually like to just pull out the little threads from the lime shell and make it look kind of like a little sun. So next up after that is 1/2 ounce of grapefruit juice. I try to always squeeze this fresh. It's not hard to do, and it does really make a big difference in the cocktail. It brings a nice tart element that I think it needs. So 1/2 ounce of falernum is next. Bringing in that island spice, really sweet. It's an amazing, amazing thing. 1/2 ounce of OFTD Overproof rum. I do believe this rum amps up all the flavors in this cocktail. I sometimes use like 1/2 ounce or a bar spoon over another cocktail that seems like it needs just a little bit of something, and it really does tie the cocktail together. Lastly, 1 ounce of Hamilton Demerara Rum. You could use ED12 or Eldorado 12 if you wanted to, but I do think this has more funky notes in it, and it's really great in this cocktail. I would say this is my second favorite Demerara rum. So let's get some ice in here and shake this cocktail up. I have lots of Tiki mugs, and I'm gonna start using them more on this channel. This one is from Disneyland. It's Monstro the Whale, and it's a special mug release, and it came with a gin cocktail in it, which I'm currently trying to recreate myself. The one from Disney World looks different. This one has a carved wood look to it, but the one from Disney World is all brown and looks like it's totally carved from wood. So I love this mug, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it. I'm just gonna dump the cocktail right in there. You can strain it if you want to. Since it's going into a Tiki mug this time, I'm gonna just strain it in there, and then I'm gonna add some more ice to it. I'm not gonna dome this ice up because I'm going to use my lime hull, and I wanna have a surface for this to sit on. But I wanted to show you, if I haven't shown you this before, I can't remember, but 2 little sugar cubes in there. And you could use some breadcrumbs if you wanted to, bread cubes, excuse me, if you wanted to, and lemon extract. I don't prefer to waste my overproof rum of any kind on this little lime hull, and lemon extract actually, it says right on the bottle to avoid using near open flame. It's highly flammable, and I like that it burns longer and higher than the overproof. So I'm just gonna soak my cubes with my little pipette with the lemon extract. Okay, and then I'm gonna nestle that into the top here, get a straw in there as well, and then we'll light this up. Look at that, that's cute already. Let's turn off the lights. Okay, let's light this baby up. I'm gonna put it right here in front, get my little clicker, and light it up. Woohoo! That looks amazing. You know what would be even more amazing is some cinnamon. I'm gonna grab that. There we go. That is Storm the Beach. Come on, who doesn't love a Maestro Tiki mug? I mean, wouldn't you love getting a cocktail in that? And Storm the Beach, what a great name. It's bursting with flavors. It's an adventurous cocktail, which I love. It's fun to light things on fire and use my Tiki mugs a little bit more on the channel. I know that most of you might skip this one, but just consider using the cinnamon syrup without the cumin. Still really good. It will lack just a little bit of character, but why not try that anyway? Very, very, very good cocktail. That's it for me today. Please hit the like button. Share this channel with others. It really does help the channel, and I appreciate it. Thanks so much for spending a little bit of time with me today. I'll see you on the next one when we do another winter type cocktail. Cheers and be well.